Hi, chat. Sorry about how long it took to get started today. It took a little bit longer than normal. So, there have been developments that were unexpected. Those of you on the Discord may have already heard. I was setting up, so I put a poll on YouTube. As like, oh, you think it would be interesting to work on roguelike stuff on stream? Because I need to fix a bunch of stuff because the Minecraft update erased a bunch of things. And, well, I was preparing for that stream, which would have been right now. And I found, I found a file. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if I just search my computer for this file, if there's any traces of the, because I was able to recover some of the texture stuff already. So we're gonna have to redo the coding. And I thought, I wonder if there's anything that matches this file anywhere. So I had my computer scan every file, which took a really long time because I messed it up the first time and did it twice. But I found one final backup of everything, up to date with the most recent video. So, I present to you the roguelike back working with everything that I added in the most recent video, including all like the summons and everything else. I haven't tested every single feature, but I'm pretty confident that everything is here because I can see which ones were the last features I added and they are all here. So we are so back. I figured I'd just stream anyway because it was already what I was planning on doing. So instead of rewriting everything we already did, we're gonna make some new stuff. I am so happy about this because honestly, I was really dreading trying to fix all this. It is a shame. It did take me, I think, 2.5 months to realize that I still have these files just stashed away in a folder. still don't fully know where that folder was. I just found it with search, and I've copy and pasted it out. I have a shortcut to that folder now, so if I need anything, I can access it. But yeah, we are back. Maybe I should back it up again now that I think about it, but we'll do that after stream. So this is every room we've built. We've got all of our Oasis ruins down here. We've got the Infernal Workshop up here, and everything up into the boss, which I believe this boss is the last thing I added, is working. These three do exist once more. We've got Brick, we've got Run, and we've got Crispy. Our beautiful trio of piglins. I don't know why I spawned that one to demonstrate. That's probably the one that takes the longest to get rid of. Yeah, we've got Run. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I was gonna have to completely redraw all these because I couldn't recover these textures. So we've done a lot of stuff, and surprisingly, we don't have to do it again, which is great. So about halfway across this, I need to make a new shelf for our new zone. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Just grab that. That should be the block position over there. See, playing Destiny, I'm still nowhere. I feel that with game design. It takes so long to do anything. Right, so we go here, and then one block below me, light gray, stained glass. And then we go over on this side, and I have calculated it is just above that roof. Don't worry, it doesn't cut it off. I actually was going to try and get this part done before stream, but it is what it is. Anyway, we have a brand new canvas. Oh, we are actually not done yet. I forgot. Just like this one, we want a ground level and a kind of basement level, so we know what our very bottom edge is. How tall is this? That's like 9 total. 10. We'll call it 10. Gonna ask about the big room. Yeah, pretty much this is just to separate everything. Let's go up here. See, it looks really nice in videos to use this black concrete, but it's so annoying to measure. It looks so nice in the videos, I just have to use it. There is some stuff I do on this world that is purely for the viewing experience. And then some of it, there's probably stuff that I just never show because it's not necessary. Oh, also, I'm thinking of completely reworking the item random generator system. So it gives you random items every time a room generates. So that should be cool. What I'm thinking right now is we get a new icon made. You know, maybe this is more important than building new rooms. We could try and get this figured out tonight. A icon that when you walk up to it, it decides on the spot what items are going to be there, and it just picks 2 random ones, which would be incredible. Does this mean you'll start posting again? Yes. In fact, I may be posting something else pretty soon. Thanks to Apples, who has pretty much just given me an edited video from some of my streams, just for free. And I still don't know how I can thank them for that. So there's just gonna be a lot of credits to them for that when it comes out. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some roguelike videos going again. Because I've just been feeling so demotivated that I lost so much progress, and now, well, all of that progress is back, and I've had a month in it, or 2.5 months to build up ideas. So I think the first thing we need is a helicopter. I'm kidding, no, we're not doing the curse mod bit. So let's do this. And then Change this to 113. The fear that just struck in my heart. What a lovely video that wasn't rushed at all to get it out in the same time as Spellcheck. That video definitely wasn't me panicking to get something out as fast as I possibly could. Originally, the plan was to do a roguelike video, but I'd have to remake everything, and I didn't have time. In fact, the original plan was a roguelike video because I was planning Spellcheck before the whole deletion of files thing happened. So it actually originally was going to be a roguelike video. So right down here, I don't know how much I've shown this. This is the random generation for items. This is pretty much every item pool. It's just every kind of boots, you know, everything is. Oh, we need to add spears to this. Yeah, we'll add spears to melee loot. How do I want to add this? It's kind of jammed in here. How many spears do I need to add? Okay, so wood through iron. So those ones right there. One thing I've also been thinking is trying to weight some of these so certain ones are more common. So wood and iron items are less common than copper, stone. But I haven't fully decided on that yet. I'll have to see. Yeah, how do I want to add this? I guess I can just go up to the next level. So let's do this. You get around to the problem of the player eventually going so far out of generation that the command blocks are no longer in render distance. Yes. So why I'm building everything vertically is this square. Anything within this square is perpetually loaded from very bottom of the world all the way to the very top. So these should never break down. Now, there are still some generational issues that I'm working out, but we're not going to be doing any of that stuff today because that's kind of that's the really tough stuff. Okay, so why don't we put these in order that I usually do? There we are. So start with wooden spear. Golden spear. Stone spear. Yeah, I'm glad we're finally getting to add spears to this. I've wanted to for so long. When they announced spears, I was thinking, I was genuinely just sitting there thinking, oh, I can add this to the roguelike game. Iron spear. I'm still not a huge fan of using spears, but I think this will be fun. Thought the feature of spawn chunks always being loaded was removed. It is. This is a ticking area. I've set this with commands to always be loaded. This. I could technically put these next to each other, but I like them a little bit apart so I can work better. There's a lot of inefficiencies in my my layout for this, but it looks nice on camera and I can actually navigate around it, so it's good enough. All right, we're going to want a name tag and an anvil. I didn't think I'd need to add anything to this for a long time, but you know, I actually might add diamond spear because diamond spear is not that good. So I might add it to this level now that I think about it. Yeah, let's add diamond spear to this level. We'll add netherite spear to like the really good loot. Just netherite. These are just little signs, so I know what is what. There we go, diamond spear. Now we're going to need all of our armor stands up here. A name tag that I think I accidentally threw away. That is melee_loot. Have you considered moving platforms or Steam for the game or Unreal Engine 4 perhaps? I thought about it. It seems like a whole lot of work. Yeah, we name tag all these guys. Yeah, this is how I enter new things into the system, by the way. It's not very glamorous. That should be added though. So, oh, we removed something over here. So why don't I add this as netherite spear? What? Huh? I forgot this is called blood loot still. Cool. Anyway. We'll change this to what in the world is this? Oh wait, never mind. There was something in there that got glitched out when I unapplied and reapplied the pack. We want that still there. Change this to say blood loot. That is one of our little summoning items. That's not what I meant to click. Oh yeah, so we should have... Oh, there actually should be another thing in here. Oh wait, this is blood loot in particular. Do we have a second section for the nicer loot now? I don't think we do. I think it's still the same. Huh. Interesting. Very curious to see how different this would be coding in Java Edition. Oh yeah, I have no idea. I would be clueless. So we're gonna want that and that. Netherite spear. And can I forget you can't pick block armor stands. That's the shame. Oh, is this Bedrock? Oh yeah, this is Bedrock Edition. So I do all my stuff on. Also, welcome to the stream. Alright, so Netherite spear should be added on PC. Yeah. Is there anything else we want to add from the new update? Oh, over here. Oh, I didn't even think about the possibility of needing new enchantments. Because I kind of made this with the assumption that that's fine, whatever. Don't worry about it. It's just gonna look a little uglier. Okay, enchant with sharpness. Oh wait, sharpness 1 shall already go. Lunge 1. And then lunge 2 even. Oh, we're getting just really spicy with this one. How fancy. Wow. So exotic. What are you working on now? Honestly, just updating a few things to the newest version. And then we're going to work on a whole new system. I just hallucinated a joined message in chat on a private world. I'm going crazy. So this is me trying to track how many of each item are available. We're gonna just do away with this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this whole. There's a lot of weird circuits around that I gotta remember what in the world they do. This is gonna get changed soon. This is gonna get called out to by a whole new system now. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We have some room up here. I could do it. How about right here? This feels like a good spot for a new system, I think. What's that on? I'm not answering that. Never mind. I almost get tricked. Nope. You almost got me with that. So we're gonna need. Is that strange? Now you're freaking me out. This world's private, right? Why? Okay, this actually shouldn't be. This shouldn't. One sec. That shouldn't be available because having people join mid tests can genuinely mess things up so bad. I can't let that be a thing. Oh, I'm so glad I noticed that. Okay. So here's the idea. How do you have Bedrock on PC? You can just it's just Minecraft Windows 10 edition, which is just lets you do all the Bedrock stuff. There through the launcher you can just get both, like a launcher. It just lets you get both on the side. You usually buy them together too. Oh, they went over here. Yeah, one sec. If it wants to load, yeah. You can just go between Bedrock and Java over here. So here's what I'm thinking. Every time you approach a loot spot, now this is going to require a lot of retrofitting of old loot areas, but there's only like, I think there's only 10 loot areas in the entire game that would be affected by this. So it's really not an issue as long as we make this like right now before we make more loot areas. Every time you walk up to it, it triggers a thing to generate random options for what the loot could be, with everything equally weighted. Actually, maybe not everything equally weighted. I might, or no, you know what? Everything equally weighted. Except, oh wait, no, arrows and potions should be more likely. There is also a chance, though, that it would give you the same thing on both, which I didn't think about. That's kind of a problem. So I was considering having the new system show you exactly what you're getting. But I kind of like the system where it's like you have boots or sword. Sword could be any melee weapon. Do you want any kind of boots or any kind of sword? You don't actually know which ones you're getting. It's kind of fun. So I think I want to keep that. But I do want it to be so you don't, like, for example, every time this room generates right here, you will always get helmet and boots as your two options. Every time. It will never change. That I want to do away with that. I want to have it so when you walk in there, it is any random two options. From the, like, how many options are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's like 10 options. So 1 of 10. So that's the new idea. Press the button and gets a bow. You won't be able to get a bow from that because sword is always melee weapons. I might need to add some text eventually that says what each icon means, to be honest. Because some of these are just exactly what you get. Like, yes, you get an echo shard, yes, you get emeralds, you get arrows. Some of them aren't. Your sword is bow. I should add that as a really rare drop. You just get a bow you can use as a sword. So, why don't we start that right over here? All right, so it calls out to this. How does it call out? I gotta think. So when you walk over to it, there's an armor stand. Or no, there's a command block that when it's triggered, it clones something to that location. Kind of like how the generator works. We'll have it clone. So instead of cloning a specific location, we'll have it execute the command on the behalf of a random armor stand by a name. And that'll decide what we're generating. So that means we need the 10 options. So why don't we outline this with yellow so I know it's a treasure system. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out, just so like we have room. I like outlining everything because it just reminds me what I'm doing in certain areas. Like the difference between these, the blue and the purple. Blue is just the normal stuff you get from the blue rooms. Purple is what Artisan specifically gets for their bonus enchantments. So let's go up here. So there should be 10 of these. So then the command blocks will be there and there. So then the next row would want to be like here. That's all. And I think I'll make some of them more likely. When you think the game will be done, originally the plan was around now. Now I'm thinking maybe by the end of the summer. Because there's a lot more to do and I'm a lot busier than I thought I'd be. But it's... I would say that's... I mean, that's... I could just, like, do it faster. Or I could do it slower. I have no idea. It's kind of a just rough estimate. I guess I'll see. So I definitely need this bit. Wait, no, I don't. This isn't how this needs to work. Okay, I figured out I figured out an issue with this. So instead of whatever was going on over there, I actually need these blocks. This one. Yeah, figure out what everything's called. Let's see. For people to make their own as a guide. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this is something most people can just like have the time to make. I might be able to do tutorials on small parts of this, but it's definitely not a project that honestly I have a lot of free time compared to most people. And this is a lot for me as well. So, okay, so helmet loot, chest plate, maybe chest loot, chest plate. What do I call all of these things? It's like, let's just break a hole in the floor and go down here and check. Okay, chest plate, legging, boots. So it's just singular. Chest plate, legging. Oh yes, my favorite, boot loot. The class and dungeon generator. The class one's actually pretty easy. I could run it. I could do a tutorial on something like that eventually. This is like one of the simplest things in the entire thing. I made a whole video on it because I'm like, I can explain this for long enough that it can be like its own thing. But I'm gonna be honest, that was the easiest video to make. It was really, it wasn't much. Honestly, this took a while as well, but like, just thinking of the ideas and trying to balance it was more the issue than just actually doing the abilities and stuff. This one will be emerald loot. That's not what I meant to do. Emerald. I can spell. What else was there? Arrow, potion, melee ranged. Arrow. Potion. Melee. Ranged. There we go. Yeah, if anyone wants to make a dungeon there, hopefully use Java so they can make quick day back instead of 1,000 command blocks. Yeah, if you're gonna do something like this, Java's definitely the right choice. I have no clue how to use that though, so here I am. What in the world's the last one called? I think it's just called... Oh, there is no thing called Echo Loot. I just realized. It's just its own command block. This is Give Echo Shard. Where in the world's the thing that says Give Echo Shard? Does any of these rooms? Oh, that one has one. There's one that says Give Echo Shard. Let's grab that. I would definitely say that the way I'm doing all of this is not optimal, but it's the best way I know how to do it. So I'm learning as I go. There we go. Yeah, I forgot Heretic can't have Echo Shards. All right. So now armor stands. I can actually just close this in. That's all. Okay, that's not all, but that's all for like that part. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing. Name tag. Okay. I'll call these guys random loot. Okay. So it'll pick one of these to execute on. Okay. Someday the time will come when your most viewed video will surpass the deep dive video and it will be a momentous occasion. It truly will. I'll be very happy about that. All right, so this is the core of this entire new system. It's actually really tiny. I thought it was gonna be bigger, and then I just realized I was gonna do it in a really unoptimized way. So yeah, not seeing a repeating command block used to delete the dungeon still hurts me. So the issue was with repeating command blocks is I needed it to be a slightly different command every single time, or the command block needed to be in a different position was the issue. So I ended up having to just put a big line. But I have tried repeating command blocks. I just couldn't find a good way that it was optimized for it. Somehow 100 plus chain command blocks was the least laggy thing I could do. It's a little laggy, but it's not too bad. What's this? Erase dungeon. Oh. I'm glad I put signs for things. Or I just forget what every circuit does. Speaking of that, let's put some signs on this before I forget. Where in the world are these? They're there. This one. This. Here we are. Is this the command block equivalent of 15 nested for loops? This is the opposite of a nested thing. This is just a line of code, pretty much. Just a lot of the same line of code over and over instead of a loop. Or sorry, slightly different every command block. I don't think I'm gonna switch out that system now, though. It's fine. At least from what I remember, it was working. The issue is these things have no hitboxes, so I do have to be careful where I place them, or I'm gonna have to use commands to get rid of them. So why I'm putting these here is just so I can remember what in the world these do by a glance. And if there's ever an issue with one particular type of loot, I know exactly which one to fix. Now, this was the order, right? Arrow. Potion. Melee. Ranged. Echo Shard. Okay. Arrow, potion, melee, ranged, echo shard. Oh, nice. Probably a fake portal. I'll have to use that again soon. So now we do the loot room half of this. Which should be pretty easy, to be honest. I messed this up. Wait, I just realized. Very slightly though, so it's fine. The issue is, it needs to do, yeah, it just needs to be a little different than what it is right now. Actually, this might be in the right place. These actually might be in the right place. I don't have to move them. So sorry, I'm getting rid of all the armor stands. Gold blocks. I forgot that I need the icons. They actually are just in the right spots though, so that works out. Oh, I need to remember which direction they go. I need this, but facing the other direction as well. That's pretty easy. That is not a problem. And we have to use stone buttons, so you can't shoot with an arrow from a long range. Now that might not be an issue anymore, but yeah. I don't need redstone right here. I can just move all these up one. There we are. Oops. What are you trying to do right now? So we are currently trying to make the loot generation even more randomized. So right now, every time you go into a loot room, I can demonstrate again real quick. Every time you walk into this specific loot room, I'll go in from the correct side. You will always be offered emerald and bow. My goal is so when you walk up to a loot room, it randomizes and plays a little sound effect whereas you go over to it. That's it. Pretty simple. And I think it'll just make it a little bit nicer, so it's a little bit more random every time. So now I just gotta make all of this again. Actually, yeah, let's just do the exact same thing again. I just need this exact same thing rotated to the side. Simple as that. Because sometimes we generate loot facing one direction, sometimes we face it the other, so. It's faster to do a structure block. Yeah. No, it's not. What in the world am I doing? This is like 10 blocks. What am I doing? No. Okay, we get these. Next mix up these. And we just put all of those over here. Where they go? Next up, we get a couple gold blocks in, all along the tops. Put in the buttons. And then all of the markers. Get those. I think it's that, in that order. Arrow, potion, melee, range, shard. So this should be shard. I did it right, this should be arrow. And let's just make sure I got this side flipped around correctly. Helmet loot. Emerald loot. Alright. You know what, I want to change it. One sec. This is a really stupid thing, but oh, here. Okay, so I've just realized something. We usually face them from this side, and it's more common we look at these ones from this side, so I just want to flip everything around. So the slightly better looking side, which isn't, it's not that much of a difference, but it matters to me. Just about quality. I can't say words today. Just minor things that just make it a little better. Okay, for the final boss of the roguelike, where you get half a heart and have to fight a boss with 1 million health, and if you die, the world gets deleted and your computer opens Lethal Company. Yeah, I gotta still work on the Lethal Company integration, you know, it's just, I got so much work for a behavior pack. Let's get this one in here. Gang, I messed it up. I forgot these are in reverse order. Because we're flipping them around. So I was putting the wrong signs and everything. That was about to be really bad. I am very glad I noticed that before I tried to run it like that. This is where we start with armor. And emeralds is on this side, which also means emeralds is right here. There we are. So next bit, we're going to expand this a little bit, give us a little bit more room to work with. All right, you know, we don't even need to. We can do this all vertical. We're just going to get vertical with it. So we're going to go up here. All of this. Oh, I actually don't need that. Clear out these blocks. So this is where our armor stands are going to sit that help us randomize. And these little slices that we've built directly below each armor stand is going to be the little piece of randomization that is dropped into the game. So this exact little pillar, minus the blocks underneath, we can actually just remove those. They are unnecessary. These 4 blocks in each pillar are what we're actually going to put in the game. We're actually getting a little close to the top. We can remove that roof if we need. Get a name tag. And an anvil. So we'll call this random. Yeah, we'll call it random item front is going to be these. Random item front is what every single one of these armor stands needs to be named. Next up, random item side. And that's these. Or maybe it shouldn't be when you walk close to it. Maybe you hit a button and then it shows you the options. That might work a little bit better. I'd like to use as few things that detect the player going near them as possible, because those get glitchy sometimes. And then just having it so you actually have to walk up and hit it. What if it like flashed through a bunch of different items and then it picked one? That might be really cool. How would that work? Crap, that's really cool if it was animated. How would that... Like the mark... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's so cool, though. I gotta figure out how that would work. Okay, so for every single one of the loot spots so far, I have given it a 3x3 space to breathe. So let's assume the floor's like up here. Like up here even. Let's work this out step by step and figure out what this needs to do. Okay, so you walk up and there'll be a gold block here exclusively. I need a temporary marker. We'll just I'll just use we'll just use a piece of yellow glass to demonstrate. Okay, so that's the marker. And when you hit this button, this disappears, and this disappears. Actually, I guess the gold can stay. The gold's fine. I could have it be like this every time. So you hit this. Or, you know what, even better? We have it do that. You hit this, it destroys these two, puts down these. And then for a moment before the buttons appear, it like flashes through a bunch of different ones of these. So like it would just like shuffle through a bunch of random options and then pick one. So it's not actually just picking one based off the randomization, but it's like a little animation to make it like a loot box, and it, you know, it's fun. It's purely aesthetic. This doesn't change anything at all. I'm just already redoing this system, so why not make it cooler looking? So it flashes through a bunch of stuff, and then it picks one. Oh, I just thought of a really easy way to do that. Okay. So first thing that has to happen down here is that it powers a command block right here. I was about to use something as a substitute for a command block. I can just put a command block in here. So this removes these. First thing. the first thing that happens. Next up, is these. Oh wait, we don't want to remove the button. We want this gone. The button needs to stay for a second. Because the button's gonna power this. Oh yeah, it'll definitely have to have a sound effect, yeah. Absolutely. I'm thinking like kind of the note block sound. I just gotta find what the sound file is. So this will be a repeating command block. And it'll call out to a random one of these and then just copy this part to here. Just a bunch of times, over and over and over and over and over and over. Very easy. Sound effect block will be back here. That'll be repeating as well. Sound. We'll just call this one aesthetic. I think I spelled that wrong. It really doesn't matter right now, just as long as I know the world I'm talking about. Clear chest icon. Ico, whatever. So this will be a chest icon. I have not made that yet. We'll make it in a sec. So then once that's done, wait, never mind. How about that actually? And then we'll put the sound right here. No, sound can't go right there. Sound could go down here though. So that'll be sound. Oh, I just typed that in the wrong box. Okay. So that'll be sound. Then the moment this flips on again, wait, no, that's gonna immediately trigger. I might need a pulse extender. Maybe. This would be a really irritating spot for a pulse extender. Unless I... Wait, no, these will get erased. I don't need a pulse extender. Okay. This will be sound. These two get deleted by... Let's see. So I'll need this to get deleted as well at some point. The sound one has to get deleted. Clear chest icon needs to be one down. Because what we're actually going to do is put this up here. Create redstone block. So the redstone block goes right here. This permanently powers everything here. And then this will power a command block here with a delay. Or 3 command blocks. We'll call this one remove core. This command block after a delay kills these 3 blocks right here. Or at least the middle block. I guess the middle block's what matters, because the redstone block has to go. And then at the same time as that triggers, these 2 ones go off. Create option. So this will create the option to pick. It'll actually decide what item it's going to be for real, unlike these, which are for aesthetics. So these have to be right here, and that shouldn't power this. Actually, it wouldn't even matter if it did. Okay, so we are going from like 3 command blocks to 8 with multiple callouts to other command blocks, but I'm sure the lag's not going to be that bad. It's probably fine. Probably fine. Yeah. That should work. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Just thinking through the process again to make sure everything works. I think that should work. All right. So, I want to switch. We'll say like that would be 5 times a second. Maybe 4 times a second. So it's a quarter of a second each time. So this one calls out to a random one of these. So execute. We actually have command blocks like this. So I can just go down and get one. This is kind of what's already in here. Yep. So if this works, by the way, we can just copy and paste this exact module into every single loot spot, and it will just work, which would be absolutely wonderful. So we want random. This will have to be random loot side, of course. Set block. No, we're not actually doing set block. I have run into an issue. Crap. If it executes as the armor stand, then I lose the position of the block that it's supposed to be at. I need to generate temporary armor stands for this. That is going to make this so much more complicated. I have to scrap this entire design. I don't even think it. I don't know how well I explained even what the issue is, but this won't work because of armor stands. Okay, we run it back. We start over. I think this is possible. It's just more complicated than I thought it would be. But once we can get it figured out, we can just use it over and over. So we have to just figure out one time. Okay, we know what the order is. What can stay? Let's figure out what can stay first. This can stay, this can stay, this can stay. Wait. No, create redstone's top one. Use chain of set block commands. Yeah, it would just be a lot of them. And I want to keep this as small as possible, so I think a call out works better. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'll have a perpetually going block elsewhere. So what I'll do here is or no, we don't want this. Looks like I'll just clear. This is our new aesthetic block. So this will summon randomizer. Randomize. So this right here will summon a armor stand directly on it. I will have a command running at all times. It's just one command block. It's not going to cause that much lag. It's a light bit. It's like one extra thing going at all times, which is irritating, but whatever. We just want to kind of keep the number of those down. But this is one I think we just need to have running. It will constantly be checking for every single one of the armor stands by that name and putting a random block above it. There we go. In fact, I might be able to work into this design a thing that triggers the randomizer to even reduce lag even more. We'll look in that in a sec. Create option. So this one, oh, most critical notification. Thank you. Anyway, these are gonna have to create armor stands too. Oh wait, can they? Wait, no, I've done this before. I did it over here. I've had armor stands calling out the armor stands before. So I summoned an armor stand called Portal Opener. Oh, but then I called out to it over here. That's its own whole thing. Okay, so the randomizers, those work. I know how that would work. Don't make it lag proof so it weeds out the people with potato devices. Okay, never mind. I don't know if this will work exactly as I was thinking. Because this, okay, so this would summon a randomizer. No, this wouldn't work. Unless I ignore the armor stands here entirely. I've got an idea, gang. What if I just completely ignore those and have a random... No, because it has to be random still. And the armor stands are the thing that randomizes it. This is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be simple. But no, once we can get figured out once, we can get it forever. I could cut out this part entirely and make it a block that does it. Like just a block with an animation. Oh wait, no, they'd be synced up. We don't want them synced up. We want them to both be random. 2 blocks we could do. No clue, like 90% of this works. My first thought has been one animated block can generate and destroy with the animation on it. That is actually what I was just talking about just now. We want 2, so they're not synced up, but that we could definitely do that. That's within the realm of possibility. That would cut out this part. If I can do it with command blocks, I'd like to, but that is looking more likely. This one right here is the problem. How would that work? Okay, I'm thinking of a way that would involve more armor stands. I mean, really, can you have too many? Let me do some like pseudo coding real quick. Let me just pull up like a... Wait, you know what? Let's get the Minecraft signs out. Okay. So step 1 for this process. Create armor stands 1 and 2. Diff names. We want different names. Now that's important because we're about to run twice as many circuits because I am not good at optimizing apparently. So then after that, we want to... When do you have so many armor stands that it becomes army stands instead? I think we're there, to be honest. There's a lot down there and over there. Okay, so... Teleport a random armor stand with a tag to the armor stand. Okay, to each. With different ones. Actually, that might be tough. Yeah, it could just be the same animation. I just have to desync it manually with something else. No, because this wouldn't work because of something else. What exactly are you trying to do? Trying to make a random, like, I need it to generate a random one of these. That's the issue right now. I might have to learn how to use scoreboards for this. Because I know you can do variables in scoreboards. And I've never used one. I've been dreading this moment. Guys, I think it's time. How in the world do you use scoreboards? How do you use scoreboards, Minecraft Bedrock? Aren't scoreboards pretty easy? They might be. I don't know. I've never used one before in my life. Yeah, now's a great time to learn live on stream. Oh boy. I'm kind of worried about this one. I've never played with these before. Okay, players need to use scoreboard. Feature-rich commands in the game. Yeah, sure, whatever. Remove objective. So you can track a player's health. Okay, so dummy is the one I'd need. Cannot be changed by game events, can only be updated by commands. But wouldn't I need 8 separate command blocks to make this work? Just had a stupid idea that just might work. Okay, how in the world would I... Okay. Just had a stupid idea that means I don't have to use scoreboards. Because I'll learn those on a different occasion, that's fine. I'll totally learn those eventually. Instead of doing all this, why don't I instead make a really stupid circuit that runs at all times? Because I'm sure that's not a problem. Okay, version 4 of this idea. Or are we at 5 now? I don't even know. Okay. I need 8, actually. No, 10. 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will go around forever. Theoretically. Oh, I'll have to reset this at the start of every game. That's fine. Just one more thing to reset at the start of the game. I love when the game is very optimized and runs on my potato PC. Yeah, it's so optimized. So here's how optimized it's gonna be. These are all gonna be chain command blocks. I don't think I'm gonna explain this one in a video. I think I'm just gonna be like, and I made this work. I think this is definitely what some of my worst, see, I think it's because I'm getting right back into the like headspace of this. All right. So, oh, this is all gonna be manual. Okay, 1 second. This is dumb. Okay. So clone. And then like 9 to there. Okay. We'll just have this be a random, just say test. Hmm. Oh boy, it's working. I love loops. So what this is gonna do is now we manually input each of these. It can definitely... I don't think... I guess you hypothetically might be able to do RNG manipulation on this, but you shouldn't be able to. Because it's not random, it's purely based off time. As long as it works, that's what matters. So real. All of these have to have a 1 tick delay. Oh, I'm stupid. 1 sec. So, you have to have chain command blocks on always active. They won't work. All these were set wrong. This should go around. And now we add every other option. Okay, so step 1 is to add all the other options. So we delete these 6 numbers, we put in these ones, we change that to 9, and then we put in these ones. And 1 more item has been added to the list. It's not stupid if it works. I feel so clever right now, even though this is not optimized at all. To be fair, I actually have no clue how I could make this more optimized than this without scoreboards, because I don't really know how scoreboards work. So as far as I'm concerned, this is about as optimized as it gets. So I will take that. Oh wow, look, half of the set's done. So we will have to do this again for that side, but that's okay. That's not too bad. Grab this one, bring it over here. Okay, I'm seeing emerald in there for 1 tick, so a 20th of a second. So this should be changing every 20th of a second. For the love of Terminal, go back and optimize this once you learn scoreboards. I beg you. No. No, I don't think so. I might. Okay, I genuinely might, but definitely not doing it right now. Anyway, so this one's 44, 41. Okay, that one's changed. Okay, this one's changed. See, this is all the stuff that I've swept under the hood that YouTube hasn't seen yet, because I can edit down those videos to ignore stuff like this going on. We just brush it under the rug and don't worry about it. That's really the optimal game development method, I think. Wait, I already did that one. Is this one next? This one in. Okay, I saw chestplate in there as well. And just need this. I look at this worker and think, this is intelligent design. This is what intelligent design is. This is what the programmers at Microsoft do. This is probably what the programmers at Microsoft do, to be fair. Because this is something. So that's changing 20 times a second now. Seizure warning. Yeah, I could do that at some point. Maybe I should go in with that plan. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Okay, so some of you may have realized where I'm going with this already. Oh, I did the wrong side. That's fine. We'll just rotate it around for version 3. All right, version 3 of this circuit. Here we go. We're just gonna use the animated block thing, just to save time. Or I could use that right there. Were we just at version 5? Version 6, sorry. I forgot how many versions we're on, and I didn't think through it. I'm just excited to get this down. Okay, create redstones at the top. Okay. So now we're at version 12. It doesn't matter what version we're on. We're on we're gonna call this one version alpha, because it's the start of a new generation of this one circuit. All right, so it'll delete that. Now, it'll also put in this. Okay, I'll just call it aesthetic again. I think I spelled that differently than last time. It doesn't matter. Okay. And now for the piece de resistance, which is going to be a 20th of a second delay that hopefully no one will notice. Choose item. So this one is going to be choose item. Wait, no, if it's a 1 second delay, then it's going to be different. It won't be random, it'll be deterministic. Crap. Never mind, I have a plan. Get rid of this. Get rid of it all. We don't need it. It's so much easier than this. We don't need it. It's gone. That's in the past. We're going into the future. Random loot side. Yeah, no, we're doing front first. Let's go run set. No, because we want to set. Okay. So we want to clone. How many blocks down is it? 2. -2. To specifically the coordinates of this, but 1 lower. And now I called them random item front, didn't I? My bad. And now, behold, truly random item generator. It's glorious. It really is random. There's no pattern to this. Actually, I feel like now that the more I say that, it sounds sarcastic, but no, this actually is real. I mean this. This is going to make this so much easier. So now choose item and then choose item. This will just have a 1 tick delay over the other one, so it'll just pick whatever item it picks after the one it was already doing. It's fine. Entropy has been embraced. Exactly. Actually, 1 sec. What I do? 1 tick. Just okay, now it's like doing exactly every 20th of a second. Look at it. It's kind of mesmerizing. It's beautiful in its own way. So now I need this exact thing, but for the whole piece. That's not that bad. I don't know why this is here. This doesn't need to be here. Wait, we could just have this as one generator. What am I doing? I could optimize this even more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so one higher. So we want to place it at this level. But now we want to clone more. Clone all of this. Oh, it's up. Okay, 1 sec. Let's bring it back down. Wait, no. 6. I actually don't need this. I don't know why this command block's still here. Let's bring it down 1 more. Okay. So let's just go to like -4 here. All right. So this this is true randomness and chaos in the universe. I just need a second one eventually, but we don't worry about that. Okay, so the aesthetic thing is only going to pull the top block. These ones, the choose item is going to pull all 4. Now this will never move, so this is a constant now instead of a variable. So we don't have to worry about variables. This is the constant, even though it is ever shifting what the constant is, because it's not actually constant. So it is a variable in a really convoluted way. I feel like I sound crazy. I'm trying to explain something really, like, actually not that complicated, and I feel like no matter what I say, it makes it sound like it's the most complicated thing ever, but this is just really just, like, it's just a random item picker that I've now spent, like, an hour trying to make. But yeah, that is very cool, though, that it just kind of sits there and does that. Seizure warning, vaguely. I probably should have said that, but it's probably fine. Kind of gives me a headache to look at. Anyway, sound a little crazy a little bit. Yeah, I think I just always do. So, actually, nothing is ever truly random because with enough understanding the way outcomes are achieved, anything can be predicted. To that I'd like to say, nuh-uh. Shut up. No. But, like, no with, like, a sad face like this. No. Alright. We're here. So I think I can just make it now. Oh wait, we need the extra thing. Okay. 1 sec. Let's go. Make an extra block. Work it now. Blockbench.exe. Why is it installing? That's whatever. It just has decided to install itself again. I wonder how many copies of Blockbench I have. Oh yeah, I forgot they add armatures. Not like I use anything that complicated. Oh yeah, I forgot about all this. Oh, I forgot. We're gonna have to make a new pack. That's fine. Minecraft block wizard. This is chest icon. Wow. It's gonna go in construction. Crap, what in the world did I base these on? Oh yeah, they're glowstone. Collision box. No collision. Selection box, same as collision. Cardinal like a furnace. Oh, random offsets here. I can make some nonsense with that soon. Behavior, friction, kick it. This is all new. They've added this. This is great. I love this. Not this part, actually, we had that, but block liquid. Well, this is nice. I don't really care, but, you know. It's not mineable because you can't even select it, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't dampen any light. Map color, sure, it can look like that. Doesn't matter what it sounds like to break because you can't break it. Job stuff doesn't matter. Integrate into pack. I can integrate it into this. Perfect. Oh, it used to not allow me to do that if I export it and re-imported it. So here's what I did every time for the other one. Wow. So do we want a normal Minecraft chest? I think so. I think so, right? Yeah, I think a normal Minecraft chest would do great as this icon. So let's go grab... Wait, that's not it. Bedrock samples. Let's find chest side. Textures, blocks. Should be in the C's. Chest front. For texture, we're going to paint this out. Oop. And then we want the copy brush. Why is this, we'll just merge on texture above. Why is the chest so big? It's usually smaller. Okay, one sec. I've decided I need to change this slightly. I want it to be a little smaller. We'll edit this in a different editor. My usual. Let's bring chest front in here. And let's edit that. So we'll bring in the side. Bring in the side. And bring up the bottom a little bit. In the top. It's just going to be a little guy. I think that would be good. Just a little chest. I think that's quite nice. Yeah. It looks a little off, but I think that's just because it shrunk down. Just a little guy. What a baby. What a baby. And bring that in here. Got my cat's back. Hello, buddy. Hey, you're a little guy too. So we're gonna go here, erase, do this, merge on texture above. All right. And this should just be in the game now. Should be that simple. I do love Blockbench. It just streamlines everything so much. It's a lifesaver. Oops, I made a slight mistake. It's okay, we can edit it. This needs to have its south side shrunk down and destroyed forever. It was Z fighting. Both its north and south side were in the exact same position. And now it is just an icon as the rest are. So now when you see that, it is loot time. And you press this button and it triggers all this. So step 1 of this process is to... That's not... We could do set block. One below it with redstone block. Gotta pet my cat for a second. All right, now back to it. So this will put a redstone block here, and that will immediately remove the chest icon up here. So that needs to set block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 above it with air. And this is the sound. Oh wait, this needs to actually be a fill. Because I have a different way of doing this other than the button powering everything now. So now that the redstone block's created, I can use that to power stuff for as long as I want. So we'll get another command block right here. This will be remove redstone. So this will just fill... So what is it? It's -1. Set block. Up 1, over 1, air. I think it was. Yeah, -1 that axis. And then this will just have a big delay on it for like, we'll say 30 ticks. So a second and a half. Is that enough? Maybe 2 seconds of this. And then the sound is going to play a lot. So like 5 times a second. We'll say 4 times a second. I actually don't know what sound that is. I might just need to make this run off of a actually wait, I might be able to find it. Minecraft Bedrock sounds list. Find note block. Okay, there we go. Note bell probably is the choice. Note.bell. Sound note.bell at a position. We 1, 2, 3 up. Actually, we'll do 3.5, so it's right in the middle. Position is what I already did. Volume, of course, we want 1 because that's full. Pitch, yeah, just 1. I like that sound. That's a good sound. So we put that on there. So these are going to be desynced by 1. Or... Oh, I think we might just need a second one running. Unless we want them to be the same one. It's like, we'll do delay and ticks. So this is every 5 seconds. Yeah, I think I just might need a second one of those little things that constantly cycles, but that's okay. Delay and ticks 5. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna copy whatever this block currently is. So I put a block above it so I can just grab those chords and change to 78. So clone 78, 78 to, I think 4 blocks up is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 5 blocks up. And we're gonna do that every short little while. And to make sure everything's powered, we will of course be needing redstone all over this. What does this do? Choose item. Well, that's actually just going to be the same thing as this pretty much, but better. And also having a -1 in there. Because we also need to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it needs to start at the bottom, so it'd actually be right there that I'm trying to copy it to. So 2 up instead. And the lowest block is 75. And we will give that 41. And this one 40. And after 40 seconds, that will remove the redstone from here. This should work now. We need a structure block to test this. Oh, it's this way. Okay, we just need to quickly change the bounds on this. We only want like 3. One taller, but we also want the offset to be 0. But the offset on these to be 1 and 1. So that should be a bounding box around all our stuff. Random loot front. Save. So let's give this a test. Okay. There's no way this works first try. I just want to set expectations. Does it always give me the same one? Oops. That's... Does it just always give me boots, or did I just get really, like, a weird luck? No. Okay, it doesn't always give me... I just got the same one twice. So it does look like it is giving me the same thing both times. That's fine. That's easy to fix. So what we're going to do is we are going to do this. But set this to 47. Behold, twice as many command blocks running at all times. That's what we love to see. So this one, pop that in there. Oh wait, I could just change these to 47 actually. So these will be the two sides of the thing. We hit save. Then we hit load. This should be different now. Come on, that's cool. Oh, I'm so happy with that. Oh wait, these are off timed because I had them timed wrong. Okay, now they should be timed right. Let me just hit save on this. Now I can load it every time successfully over here. That's so nice. Should it be faster? I'm wondering if it should be faster. Why don't we try it faster? Why don't we try like 2? It's like 10 times. So it's really fast. This is gonna make this game so much better, by the way. Just having this one feature I genuinely think is gonna be such a nice addition. Yeah, let's go see how we like it faster, or if this is like too much. I think a middle ground. I think that's too fast, the old one's too slow. Reinventing the slot machine. You know what? A slot machine is actually where I thought of this originally. I was gonna add a gambling mechanic. And then I realized, why don't I just change the loot generation system to work like that? So yeah, it actually was gonna be a slot machine. So you're so right. Oh, something about this just tickles my brain in just the right way. Love gambling. Yeah, I might still add gambling. We do love gambling here. We love gambling. Okay, a little slower. You know, I didn't hate the two. Is 3 too slow or too fast? What are we kind of feeling right now? The original was 5. Then we did 2, and that was the fastest. And then we just did 3 ticks. 3 is good. Still a little too fast. 3 is good. We could also have the time go on longer. Like, all I have to do is change this. I like 2 best. Here's what I'm thinking. Why don't we go back to 2, because it's really nice and fast. I do like the flashing and sounds is like just really what I think this game needs. It's just more seizure warnings. And then let's just double the amount of time it's running for and check that out. Let's see how we like this. Oh, I forgot about the delay on these. Oops. Also, I just close chat. There we go. I feel like it needs a little fireworks sound effect at the end, so it feels so hollow. It's empty. You're so right. Yeah, fireworks sound might be nice. XP sound, maybe? I think the XP sound might be nice. Okay, random.levelup is what that sound is called. All I'd have to do for that is add a command block here. Wait, no. Random.levelup. And then one block over. So that's -1 on the first one. And we'll put that at a delay of, I'm thinking like 50 or 60. Why don't we put it 60? At least now we just get to play around with aesthetics and have fun. This is definitely my favorite part of this kind of stuff, is just now we get to play around with exact kind of specifications and just get it dialed into exactly where we want it. All right. So oh yeah, I almost hit my test copy button. So let's hit this now. So we load a new one. Maybe a little later. Maybe like a couple ticks later, like 2 more ticks. It's like almost there, but it just feels so immediate that it doesn't quite work. Because I think this actually does trigger one more time. So, oh, I didn't save the other one. One sec. Let's save. Load. Could be a little later, to be honest. Kind of feels like it should like sit there for a sec, just a short second before it does the ding. Just didn't do it that time. What did I mess up? Atlantic 66. What did I do? Did it just not want to play? That's so strange. Why had no work key? I don't know. We'll try at 60 again. Maybe, is it the timing did something weird to it? Yeah, no. It just didn't like that one. Yeah, we could try 64. Really coding if some incredibly bizarre bug doesn't crop up after everything works. Oh, it's not. Of course not. Yeah, we gotta make sure we have some obscure bug happen. Though I do think we've almost got this this dialed in. Okay, that one doesn't work. Cool. That's so strange. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe it's because it's unpowered. That's the only thing I could think of. No, it shouldn't do that. It should just take a while. I'm also thinking we need to make the ding sound a little quieter. So why don't we actually just do that? And then we'll bring down the audio level of this one to like half. Whoa, what in the world just, that's just a different sound. What in the world does change? That wasn't what I meant to change. Oh, that was the pitch. You got some competition now, do I? I think I do. I have no enemies. Let's see, 0.5. So that should make it a little quieter this time for real this time instead of whatever I was doing before. Alright, we'll try this one. Instead of making it roll for 4 seconds, then playing the end sound, it roll for 3 seconds, then play the end sound the 4th. Yeah, I could try that. Also, let's make these 1 second later. Because I don't like how it breaks the rhythm. Oh wait, this is the test copy. We need this copy to actually edit things. So then this needs to be at 61 as well, though. That feels better. I think that's the version right there. Should I have it roll for less time? I think that's the one change I want to make, is have it roll for a little shorter of a time. And also, I think I want to increase the chance you get potions and arrows, because that's how it always has been. Oh, and emeralds. Potions, arrows, and emeralds should be slightly higher chance of it than anything else. But that's not a part of this. Yeah, okay, why don't we save that? We'll import this into some stuff soon. Oh, we need the sideways one. That's pretty easy. Making a roguelike in Minecraft. I don't know who Greg is, to be honest, but if they're making the same thing, I mean, I don't know if it's, I would assume it's just they don't even know what I'm doing. So, fine by me. I mean, it's not the most original idea ever. And on the very off chance that that they saw like this video, or not this video, but like one of the other ones that I've done, then great. Cool. I doubt that whoever else is making a roguelike like this has seen anything I've done. To be honest, I would be extremely shocked, so I'm not offended. Oh wait, no, we need this a little wider. We need this like here. Oh wait, sorry, I just realized I need internet drama clips. I'm gonna I'm gonna find this guy's channel and leave a slightly petty comment, and then I'm gonna cry about it. Okay, so we clip that, and then that'll be really good for internet drama, I think. I think that'll be really good. Let's see, where are we at? 48. So then this one's at, before I change that, let's verify. 43. Nope, I was about to do something stupid. That's why you always double check. Okay, those are the sideways ones. So we want this. Me and Java and the things I heard about them aren't the greatest. I mean, I'm sure it's cool. I don't know much about that, but I've got nothing against anyone else who wants to do the same thing. I think my only thing would be if there is anyone out there who actually wants to try and recreate some of this stuff based on like based on this particular project, like the one I'm doing, or like copying over exact systems from it, I would just ask that they just mention where they got that. That's as much as I'd want from anything like that. But if they're doing it on Java, I doubt anything is even inspired by that. So that's not like me calling them out or anything. I'm gonna make a call out post on my twitter.com. Take that, Obama. Okay, random move side. So, oh wait, that's wrong. Okay, rotation 90. Which way are we facing now? Wrong way. We want 270. There we are. Next up, we want. My brain is screwing because it's 8-4 time and it ends on the 7th beat instead of the 8th. Wait, how can I fix that? I don't know music. Can you tell me how to fix that? What would I do to? So how many beats are? So it's 60 seconds. So it would be the make it ding one more time before the end sound. I can do that. I got you. Wait, no. I almost did something stupid again. Don't worry about that. There we go. Okay, you'll just have to tell me if this is right. All right. Is that right? Does that sound more right to people? Specifically apples? I don't know enough about music to have even figured out what time that's in, so give me a moment to re-listen. I can run it back. That sounds right to me, but I have no idea. Okay, we'll just move on as assuming this is right. So this is going to be the sideways one. So I need to pull these instead. So the only real difference is it is 48 instead of 46 on that one, or on those couple command blocks to use it. Just gotta go through here. 48, 48, 48, 48. One more. 47, 48. Hope I didn't get any of those numbers wrong. They're all meant to be 48. I'm sure I got it all right. Synced up cleanly now, but there's an extra ding at the same time as the end sound. It's fine. So we want save now, because this is going to be random loop side. It should work exactly the same. So I am going to go use the restroom real quick. I'll put on a little bit of music and I will be back in just a moment, and then we will add this to the game and then we can run a test run or two. So that will be fun. Let's see, Alright, yeah, well we put on this one. I like this one. This one's a jam. We'll be right back. Wow, this song's a vibe. I can't even remember the sounds. That's probably just infuriating. Anyway, fortunately, I do have to turn this off because we're back. So, let's get these added in. Oh, you know what we could do? That would make this work a little smoother. Could change where the... No, it's fine. The structure block can be right there. Okay. So we need these, and then we're going to take more here. Change load blocks. Okay. Front, then side. So let's go down here and get these going. Wait, this is gonna fit, right? Yeah. So I would need to place the command block like here. Now luckily, this block won't be saved. Okay, this is a side one. How low is it? One lower. Because it should just encompass that. Yes. Okay, so load. I did the front one. I never saved side as the other side. When the other side displays the texture backwards on one side. Yes, technically. It always has. Just no one ever noticed or cared. I just wasn't going to bring it up. But yes, technically, yes. But yeah, it's fine. They look fine from either side. I just picked the more likely direction to call it good. It would like double the amount of lag it causes if I fixed that tiny little thing. So I'm just not going to worry about that too much. Why is that wrong? Save. Why is it? Oh, is it saving rotating? I left the rotation on for when I went and saved it. I think. No, I didn't. I have no idea what's wrong then. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is. Never mind. Oh, yeah, never mind. It is still on. So if you want that, and then we'll replace this with this. Okay. Is the chest texture an entity? No, it is actually a block. Oh, I have to get rid of the thing still. Three below the floor. Oh, no, it's the actual top is three below the floor. Also, I'm going to have to fix the floors and walls a bunch doing this, but whatever. It's better. Oh, that's so much cleaner. Oh, look at that. How nice. How nice looking. Okay, this one's off to the side as well. Oh, this one's gonna be an annoying one to fix, but that's okay. It happens. 4. This one, that fills in right there. That goes there. Yes. Are these all off to the side for this area? Huh. I guess they kind of are. Didn't even really realize that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop that down there. It looks like I need more flames on the sides. Luckily, I can retexture all these with like the click of a button if I want to. So that part's at least very easy if I ever want to change it around. I'll do 3 behind it. Forgot how many were there before. So I'll do this and that. There we are. Another one down. They're also off to the side. I didn't realize how many off to the side ones I've done. Genuinely, no idea. Hope this was the right one right here. No, it's right here. Yep, it's the right one. Yeah, this one's the one with the weird walls. That kind of crack. What in the world am I hearing? Oh, it's just cave sounds. It's fine. So this one would be right here. Okay, there are more of these than I thought I'd need to replace, but at least I know now how to do that easily. Oh, I need to change some of these as generation block or generation bounds. So they make sure that they display stuff. Oh, I can make that one work. Never mind. We're good. This one I only go 3 down for load. Yep, there we go. That one still works. No modifications needed. This is why you never look behind the scenes. So many holes in the terrain. Yeah. There's a couple. So now that we've gotten Zone 1 figured out, why don't we run a test run of Zone 1 and see how it plays out, see which ones work and which ones don't work, because most of them aren't gonna work first try. We'll drop in here. I hope everything still works in this one. Oh, should we change up any of the classes to use a spear? Brigand could probably use a spear. That's kind of cool. Should we give Brigand a spear? Yeah, let's change up Brigand's equipment and give Brigand a spear. Stone sword does how much damage? 5. What spear does that much? Netherite spear does that much. Should we give him a netherite spear? You know, Brigand is honestly one of the worst classes. I'm actually fine giving them a netherite spear. There's a lot of range, though. Yeah, Brigand's meant to be the, like, ranged, mobile, stay out of reach kind of class, so that's why I want to give it a good spear. Yeah, we'll have to edit this book. Can I just... Oh, 5 is base damage and increases based on velocity. Oh, I forgot about that. One sec, let's change to iron. I forgot. They have speed, too. It's gonna be cracked. Okay. Fixed. Do you have tile drops enabled? Oh, no, I don't. That's why. I'll fix it later. Put that on the to-do list. Okay, so we do that. Dungeon Crawler 0.15. Yeah, we're on version 15, by the way, of this already. It's gone on for that long. More sticky notes for the top of the monitor. Yep. Let's do Artisan. I love Artisan. I forgot I had such little health. You're not supposed to be able to even have missing health right here, so don't worry about that. Just instant health myself. All right, let's go into full screen for this. From one of the worst classes immediately buffed to one of the best classes. That's what we love to see. We gotta give Brigand a little bit of love. Oasis Ruins. I'm sorry, I have no emeralds, sir. You still have all your trades, right? Okay, yeah, that didn't get deleted. Healing room. I don't need healing. Okay, here we go. So, I found an issue. Okay, so I'm assuming this is just that it got cut off. Yep, exactly what I thought would happen. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was gonna happen. So I just want to see if it would. For sure. But, yeah. Okay. I was trying to get out of work. Fine, I'll fix my glitches. Fine. See, I'm still standing on my glass cannon. Glass, I will die on this hill. Revenant. Revenant everyone loves. It is fun, though. He's so sneaky. I do think Brigand is now way better. So, here's what we have to do. Oh, it's been a while since I edited one of these. How low do we actually need to go for this? To this level, which is 52. So we just gotta figure out how much lower that is and fix it. Clone this. Okay. So it is going down to 53? So not bad. I mean, it just needs to go down one lower. So that means it needs to start generating one lower. It also means this needs to be one lower. So it needs to be -4. So -4. And this is 52. What is like the weak class? You made the video about the class. I knew it was my favorite. The Ascetic? The Ascetic is gonna have to get fixed because you physically can't sprint while blind, and I don't know why. You're just not allowed to in Minecraft, apparently. Which means it can't make any of the jumps. So it is currently impossible unless you get good luck. Which I don't really like that, so I'm going to be fixing that one soon. I still want there to be a stupidly weak class. That's just for whoever wants to try the, like, brutally hard one. Just for my masochist audience out there. The achievement hunters. There will be achievements in this game. Okay, that should have fixed the issue. Oh wait, I need to go actually into the lobby area. I need a better way in here. Oh yeah. Easy, medium, hard coming soon. That is upcoming. Is Ascetic a pacifist? Almost. Ascetic is just like every debuff I could give a player except like nausea. And I'm just like, yeah, go beat the game anyway. Win. I am the only person right now who's made a successful run all the way to the end, which does make sense. I played a lot of it. I know all the strats, I know all the classes, I know all the optimal moves, so it makes sense. But, yeah. Can't wait for hard ascetic run, yeah. So hard mode actually might just be the default of what it currently is right now. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll make it harder. Hmm. Something's wrong. I don't know what went wrong. Let's find out. What happened here? Sorry, I need to turn off the sound. This is gonna drive me crazy. Thank you. What happened here? Up to. Oh no, I'm gonna have to fix that for every single one. Oh, I did something so stupid when setting it up. Oh. Okay, so there should be one. If my theory's right about what did this, then there should be one room that works. Let's see if it generated. Wow, there's a lot of blood sacrifices. Oh, that's so stupid. Look like redstone dust broke there. Yeah, I know why, but like that's unrelated to the core issue. I'll show it. It's just so stupid what just happened. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix it so many different places though. Let's see. Oh, okay, wait, that's the right version. Just want to make sure I'm not deleting a good version. Even higher difficulty you unlock once you beat hard mode with any class, you get less max health. I don't know if I could do less max health. I could do like extra debuffs or something. I think I might make it so once you beat the game on a certain difficulty, you can just start adding debuffs with levers. So you can kind of just start getting debuffs a la carte, I guess is the way to put it. Alright, so here's what's happening. These two command blocks are built. You consider the ding noise that normal? No, that's not normal. Should get that checked out. These are made to go in the opposite direction. These are meant to place a thing right here. I need them to place something right here. Oops. Those are for the other direction, and I never changed it on this direction. Which unfortunately means I do need to go change every single one out now. Or, you know, I could just type in the numbers. That might be faster than having to rebuild the walls on each one. One thing that's nice is I did leave a maintenance spot in every single one now, so I can drop in here. So I just need to do that. And that fixes it. It's a minor mistake. Nothing too bad. Something I can fix with relative ease. This is so gnome maxing. I don't know if gnomes have anything to do with this. I'm not gonna lie, it feels so good to be working on this project again. It just feels right to be down in the command block pits again. I do wonder how many command blocks are in this entire place, but I'm not counting them. There's definitely a lot more as of today. I have a feeling I'm going to miss one of these command blocks and it's going to come up in testing, but that's okay. It'll come up in testing, and I'll fix it. And that'll be that. The difference between dwarves and gnomes. Oh, a lot of things. With short, make things dig holes. Gnomes stay a lot closer to the surface, usually. They're actually a little smaller. Additionally, gnomes prefer a little bit more like clockwork and alchemy vibes. And herbalism relative to the more geology and blacksmithing oriented dwarves. Also, this is the most nerdy thing I could possibly be explaining, I'm realizing, but you know, I'm gonna explain it anyway. Also, dwarves tend to be kind of I guess more hyper masculine while being shorter. So they always have beards. Even like even the women can sometimes have beards with dwarves. And a lot more muscular, kind of that stockier, heavier build, while gnomes are a lot more spindly and have kind of a much bigger nose. Yeah, dwarves are a lot more about coordination, work, and loyalty together, while gnomes are more whimsical, kind of doing their own thing, usually. And also dwarves like much larger congregations with like bigger cities and constructions and things going on, while gnomes kind of, you know, they have a little village and stuff like that. So there you go. There's a rundown on fantasy gnomes versus dwarves and the differences, in case anyone wanted to know that. Yeah. Okay, thanks. I need that distinction for an artificer rogue character I'm writing. Ooh, artificer rogue sounds fun. What debuffs do you have in mind? Also, can't say just ignore all of them. So, um, a lot of people have wondered this, and I don't know if I explained it in the episode. Um, Ascetic has the ability to take away every debuff on it at all times. Except at the very end of the game, there will be a chance to turn in your milk bucket to get the true ascetic ending. Asceticism is the practice of extreme self-discipline. So to complete the ascetic run and get the true finale for the ascetic run, you have to actually have that extreme self-discipline to not take away your debuffs the entire time while having to suffer through it. You have the thing to take it away, but you can't give in to temptation to win. That is the real challenge of ascetic. Yep. So yes, you can take away all the debuffs whenever you want. Can Stack have a wooden spear instead of a wooden sword, longer range with lower recharge? Man can't use the spear's velocity buff since you can't sprint while blind. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. Holy marshmallow experience. Yeah, this one was inspired. I was pretty happy with that one. The real challenge is real asceticism. So why don't we pop in the little pieces of tech into the next zone, and then we can get going. Okay, so this needs to go. That should be it. Oh, it's gonna break a bunch of stuff. That's fine. At least I have it like marked what blocks I need to replace each time. Okay, we do that. Oh, I saw a lantern fall, so we've got to fix that. I really want to break this game and learn so much about it. Just hard ascetic runs become easy, and extra DOs can make it somewhat difficult. I don't think hard ascetic runs are going to be easy. Blindness is so bad. Also, I'm actually going to be changing out the blindness or the slowness on ascetic for speed soon, so the jumps are possible again. Which pretty much means your only mode of traversal is a perpetual sprint in the dark. So movement is going to be really bad. I have been thinking about having a button that can change the loot tables even. One of the modifiers, hopefully from difficulty, is gonna change the weighting on what items drop. So you'll be more likely to get bad items. Also, I think it'd be super fun if people were like trying to figure out how to like the optimal strats and stuff like that. Virtual sprint's default movement in games. Yeah, I'll just take a little inspiration from that. So it would be right here. Oh wait, there's stuff in this closet. Fine, we'll add it back in a bit. This one has double as well. Inspired is one heck of a way to describe what you were thinking when you designed that class. Does Zedek also have darkness? No, just blindness. I thought about giving him darkness, but I don't like the pulsing effect. That sounds genuine, so awesome, but you'll not catch me touching it with a 10-foot pole. Yeah, it's like the ultimate challenge for this game. I don't think many people are going to try it out of the few people who end up actually playing this game. Because let's be honest, I don't think that many people are going to play this game. Hear me out, give aesthetic half a heart. Okay, no one's going to beat that. I'll make it an option in like the difficulty room that you can make it so you have half a heart the entire game and it can't increase. You'll just be perpetual poison. But no one's gonna play that. Like no one's gonna win. Like no one can do that. And if they do, then like I don't know. Like I don't even know what I'd do if someone did beat that. I guess I just have to make a harder mode. I don't even know what would be harder. I feel like someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I could take on that challenge." I don't think anyone can. Let's see. Minecraft roguelike, all bosses, no damage, full playthrough. It would be kind of crazy. I think that would be extremely cool. If someone uploaded a video like that, I would want to see it. Because I can't do that. I feel like we'd be talking like 100 hours plus of this game easily to do that. And this is a game in a game. They give us like night vision alongside blindness. It combines to make it so you can't see anything whatsoever. Okay, I do want them to be able to see a little bit. Just a little bit. Just have they have eyes, but they don't work. Like cave fish kind of senses. Ideally, my players are cave fish. Just like actually in real life, not in the game. I want them to be actual cave fish. So if someone could make an actual cave fish play this game, I'd be very happy. You know, now that I think about it, if I saw a cave fish play any game, I'd be pretty happy about it. They just need to experience video games. They're always just in their caves. Give them something new to do in their caves. I do like cave fish. I've actually gotten to see some in real life in the wild too. I went in a water-filled cave in Mexico one time, and there was little cave fish, and they were so cute. Just little guys, just hanging out. It's their birthday. So far, the bosses are pretty easy now. No damage, all bosses will only be hard because of the range piglin in the triple boss fight. There's 2 range piglins in the triple boss fight. The both Runt and Crispy can hit you with ranged attacks. That one would be brutal. Now the thing is, depending which class you play is going to change up which zones you have to fight through. So you could avoid them entirely for certain classes. Also, that's I did a lore for this game, and I've been switching it around a lot because some of the ideas ended up getting used for Spellcheck and just reworked. So oops. I mean, I'm sure that no characters in Spellcheck are any sort of zealot. I'm sure that wouldn't have been used at all. I'm sure this doesn't remind you of anyone. What if I made a V-tier personality who is a cavefish to appeal to this fantasy? I don't know if I'd be happy or concerned that you put that much effort into actually making a cavefish persona. You had Newman as the secret final boss. So they're actually some of the stuff from this got put over into that, like genuinely. Not exactly. the idea of having a star god was involved, and some other stuff. So there may be some similarities, but I'm rewriting a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's different. But like, I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of having a star god or goddess in a lot of things. That's why it's been in 3 things, is because I just think that's a fun concept. I don't know, the star god is always interesting to me. Even like the Seinfeld character. Yep, you figured it out. What level is this at? 81. I know absolutely nothing about Spellcheck Star God. Yeah, you'd have no idea about that. Let's see. Where's the thing? What in the world? Oh, here we go. Oh, 81. I think that's what we needed. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one's already set up for 81. Is this one? 81. Oh, are these already set up? 81. 81. Flash Warden Secret Boss fights the Warden with poorly drawn tree texture on top. Honestly, I am when we did that poll, I was shocked people like the Pale Mare so much. The Pale Mare was such a so to be completely honest, it was a addition that I had, like it was in my backup notes, and then Jinx said, "Are we gonna do a holiday episode?" And I'm like, we could try and fit one in while we're in Blue Haven. So I kind of just like got my notes together like the night before we recorded that and like pulled every little bit on that character that I had thought of and just stuck it in there, and it just worked. So I'm happy so many people liked it, but it was probably my most last minute addition to that so far. She's so cool, thank you. I did like that. That was a fun character. I'll steal her bones and wear them over my nerves. You want to be bones? I relate to that. I mean, being bones would be so cool. There's so many upsides to have being just a skeleton. I do think for those who are watching Spellcheck as it comes out, episode 9 is gonna be a favorite. Episode 9 and 10 were favorites for the cast. I would say my personal best moments, like top 2 moments for me personally of the entire campaign, are in episode 9. So I'm very excited for that one. In fact, I had to move some stuff off my desktop for the stream just in case I accidentally showed it, because there's some character designs for that one. You got some nerve? Yeah, no kidding. I have 7 trillion. You got that many? I've got like 4. I've got 1 nerve in each limb. Just one big long one. Kind of just squiggles around. There be more of those centipedes from episode 6. Unfortunately, after episode 7, there's not really many more centipedes. There's like 1 bug after that. I apologize. I've got other bug ideas though. Yeah, I'm very excited for episode 9. It's probably episode 9's my favorite episode. I actually think I know what everyone else's is. I think the consensus is 9 and 10 are like some of the best. So I'm very excited for those ones to come out. And if you don't know what we're talking about, there's a link in the description to a D&D podcast that I am the dungeon master for. Laz is on it. It is a very good watch. It's not very Dungeons and Dragons-y sometimes. Like, we kind of ignore game mechanic stuff when we can. So, in fact, I have some ideas to make it even less. I'm gonna have everyone's ACs and passive information written down. So I will not have to even ask them stuff like that, so we could just move straight to the fun stuff. Just streamlining it a little bit more every day. Can't wait for Memory Crypt's Infant Centipede cameo. He was in there. He's not an infant anymore. He's big now. Who should we play? Should we play Brigand? This is gonna be very different. Okay. Time to find out if this class just became one of the most overpowered ones in the entire game that can now just charge through anything you put in front of it. Oasis Ruins. Boing. Boing. Ow. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a shame I don't have any of that. Oh, I can hit him from here. This is great. Oh, the mercenary thing's broken. Darn. Heal a little bit. Jump boost does sometimes mess with parkour. I do think it's easier, but it kind of messes up with your other stuff sometimes. We'll do a blood sacrifice. Ooh, a fang. You can get a hemorrhage hound. Fight for me. They're killing each other. I gotta fix that. I'm so dead. I don't know how to use a spear. Go, my dog. I forgot the hemorrhage hound attacks you. That's the whole gimmick with that guy. I forgot. He's just really tough, but he just kills everything, including you. That was the whole bit. I might have forgotten how to play this game. There's the 15 emeralds. It should get rid of all this stuff. Yep, there we go. Game reset complete. Okay. Let's go artisan. That's my favorite. I like artisan. It doesn't seem like most other people do. I just really like this one. My favorite. I do want to give some of the classes voice lines eventually, and I think artisan's gonna be one of the ones I do. It's not bloodhound. I imagine it does more than cause internal bleeding. Well, I was thinking calling it a bloodhound, but that's just like an actual thing. So I thought I'd just up the stakes of blood to up to hemorrhage, you know? Just take it one step further. And also it has some nice alliteration. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, we gotta make this one work like the rest of them. We go back up here. Oops, I messed up. Behind this thing? Okay, we're good. Forgot that I had to jump over there. Alliteration is fun, that's a good point, exactly. That was the best run I've seen so far. You hire two guys instead of helping you, they fight each other, and then some of the thing that costs you 4 hearts and just kills you. Yeah, I really think that was some of my finest work. What am I gonna get? I have no idea. It's still not working. Is it just this one? No, they're all like that. I'll take whatever this is. Ooh, or whatever this is, or whatever this is, or whatever this is, or whatever I'll take potions. I don't think it's more random. I think I just get as many items as I want. So that one's ranged weapons. Emeralds. Finally, yeah. Riches. Okay, so we gotta fix that. I don't even know what's wrong. So did it just not destroy the redstone block? Yeah. Wait a sec. Oh my gosh, it's the exact same issue. But just down here. Oh my gosh. It's just the same. It's the same issue, just applied to a different command block. That's so stupid that I did this twice. It's fine. This is all the stuff that gets cut out of videos. Me making the same mistake over and over and over. Oh, I just realized I don't know if I can fit this up here anymore. I don't know if I can fit a treasure room in that. Oh, there's a hidden treasure room in the other one too. I gotta check both those and make sure those both work still. So I'll go fix everything on this copy, and then I'll go fix on the extra copies. So yeah, remove redstone needs to be here instead. Oh, it's gonna. There's so many of them change. It's fine. Make room taller. Yeah, I guess I could. That's a fun sound effect. Cool. That was weird. Oh, this one I forgot to put redstone back. That was gonna be broken anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot it's on the other side on this one. So it'd be right about. I'll just go in there. So much testing. I'm excited to start on Crystal Quarry, though. There's a fun little gimmick I have for a few of the rooms that's going to be a custom block with a special interaction that I think is going to be really cool. In fact, it almost got put in the desert area, and I didn't. I don't know if it's going to be used for Crystal Quarry. There's a chance it's not. But there's something I've wanted to add for a while that I'm going to add to one of these areas that's a custom block. There we go. I'll do this on the other side. Oh, this one's fine because it's aligned properly. Let's go up and do the upper ones, and then we'll put in the two that I missed. Luckily, these ones I can just select from the side instead of having to break anything. Can't believe I did this mistake twice. Also, I should have just double-checked it and then reset everything all at once. Speaking of reset everything all at once, I've been thinking about adding a new admin switch to fix an issue I've been having with mob spawning. But it is a lot of work. Aesthetic run next, so no one knows what's going on. Yeah, I could give it speed right now. Oh, also, I just realized why that thing wasn't dropping. It's not the tile drops aren't on. It's actually that there's a thing that kills items underneath the, or that are in that room, so you can't pass items back and forth on multiplayer. At least in that room. Because people, I was testing with 2 people, because I wanted to work with 2 people, but that's kind of a stretch goal. The issue is I was having someone join late while someone's doing a run. They'd get all the items from the other person playing, and then when they died, they'd come back and they'd split the items between them. Because I kind of just told them, hey, you can exploit the game however you want, because I'm trying to fix things. So push it to its limits. So they did, and I've had to fix that. So I can flip that off in a sec. So, oh, that also means I should actually take Diamond Axe or Diamond Spear out of this, because I forgot how powerful Diamond Spear is. So we'll take Diamond Spear out of that pool, and we'll put Diamond Spear in this pool. Nice. Alrighty. Oh yeah, we need to add the other 2. Let me clear first. I like having a clear inventory when I can. So I don't think this is gonna fit. So we're probably gonna have to make some modifications. It'll be right down here. So 2 up. 2 up is actually a decent bit. Yeah, that would bring it up to here, which would mean the roof would need to be even higher. Like up here. We could do this. So the floor would need to be at this level. I mean, this could be kind of cool if I just change it around a little bit. Still the bug where the second player could generate an entire new set of rooms while the first player is playing and break the whole game. Technically still a thing. Technically. Oh wait, it would actually just remove both players from the game, actually. It would just end the other person's run, now that I think about it. Oh wait, no, the floor needs to be here. So why don't we actually remove access to these 2? And make it more dramatic. So you can only get in out of some of the other ones now, but that's okay. Yeah. So we could do that. Because the idea is to have a counter in the scoreboard. So scoreboard. How dare you speak that thing's name that I definitely know how to use, and no one would ever argue otherwise. why not a little higher? You're like Minecraft version of variables. I know. I know it is. But like, yeah. They go higher. Is this now the tallest room in the roguelike? Maybe. Tall room. Okay, that feels kind of cool now. I think I've brought this room back to looking cool. And then to texture the walls a little bit, we can bring in some of this. Where it hasn't been cracked apart yet. Do that. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah. Then a little bit in here. All right. Well, let's add this in. So those ones are now closed off as they should be, but these ones can go up. That's actually kind of cool. I like this one. Crystal Quarry needs a vertical room, like a guaranteed mid-area parkour section going up. It'll allow for more verticality going forward. I have actually thought about how to do vertical stuff. And one of the areas I was considering making would be completely vertical. It was gonna, I don't want to say too much, but it's tower of something. That would be completely upward. But yeah, that actually could be cool. Having a couple guaranteed quarry rooms that are up and down. Okay, so let me just go out of here real quick. And we're gonna do that. So how high does this go now? Up to 70. There we go. Oh, this system doesn't, the repetitive thing doesn't matter anymore. Let me just remove this because I accidentally triggered it. Remove that. I don't think there's any others I messed up. There is one more I need to go and fix, though. It is up another level. Tower of Babylon, the roguelike confirmed. Tower of Pimps. Please light the candles before you forget. I was going to forget, thank you. Alright. Next up is up here. I don't know if I can get this one to work. This one, I might just have to make the room bigger. Because I believe it is, like, directly above... Yeah, it is, like, directly above some stuff, so... I think I might have to just push it back in the walls. You know, this room actually has lore. Genuinely. There's a reason this room is here. I think it's actually mentioned in a hidden lore thing that's already in the game that I've just never mentioned before. But yeah, that room has lore. Surprise. This is a side one. This. See, so it goes down to this level. We could pull it over by 1 and still hide that. Yeah. I can get away with this. Have you done the thing where you hide important lore behind a completely undetectable door in a wall? Not undetectable door. No, I'll just tell you, it's not behind a door in a wall somewhere. No. My lore is currently hidden in a place that no one but me has ever reached in a successful run. Which means next time my testers play this, I guess they have a new thing to try and get. Inside the Wandering Trader. You've solved the puzzle. It was inside the Wandering Trader all along. You just have to cut him open and get it. I knew checking every barrel did something. Well, here's the thing, you haven't made it far enough to check anything that would be within a realm of where it's been. So the issue is, I'll just say, it is near the end of Infernal Workshop. If it's still there, and I'm not going to check on stream. I gotta make sure it's saved, but yeah, it isn't easy to get. In order to get that lore, I need to steal the trader's flesh and wear it over my bones so I can truly embody the lore. I don't know if that's a healthy mindset, but you go for it. I believe. Okay, so 111 needs to become 112 on this. There's the 111. It was 112. All right, that has been jammed into the wall. Slightly haphazardly, but it's fine. Oh, I love this room. I forgot about this. Wait, does this not work anymore? Wait, what happened? Why does it not work? Wait, why is it like that? Oh, it's because that's the only way I could get the signal down. It was through one of those. Alright. We might be able to do an actual test run now. I know it's only been 3 hours, but we might be able to do a real full run. Or 2. Alright, let's do this. So it's probably either in the boss room or in the force room before or after it. Who knows? No sex beat? Oh yeah, let me just add that one, thinking about it. I think that's enough. I'll have to test that another time. Floor's inside Crispy and I need to steal his skin. Probably the worst skin to steal of the group. I mean, it's like already burned. I do plan to add more lore stuff. I'd love to have like different voice lines that play for each character when you enter a boss fight. I think that would be super cool if some of the bosses will talk back to you. I would love that if I could get to that point. Alright, let's do Artisan. I love Artisan. That's like my guy. Got my little clockwork guys who I can place on a billion things. A billion. Oasis Ruins. Oh, I forgot this room. We'll ignore this room. Actually, no, I shouldn't. Because we're actually trying to get a good long test run in here. But this is one more room I need to fix, because this one doesn't have the randomization in it yet. This one should be easy to fix, though, because it has plenty of room below the item generator. It's definitely going to lessen where I can... It's definitely going to lessen the opportunities that I have to, like, put in treasure hidden spots because of how big it is, but I think that's fine. So we definitely want pants. Okay. That's good. Probably potion. Okay, that's also good. We love that. Ow. I don't have any echo shards right now, so I can't do that sacrifice. I'm just gonna get away from the bogged. I'm just gonna get away from this guy too. I forgot about these guys. Okay, we're past him. Ow, it's been a while since I've done that one. Why the bombs have a ton of placeable blocks? Because I'm in adventure mode, so I can't place things unless there's a list of blocks that I can place it on. Okay. I forgot there's two. No, I'm not going to be the first person ever to die to this boss. It is buffed now, though. Yep, still no one has died to that one. Oh, it worked! Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, that's a huge issue. Do allow blocks not bypass adventure mode? I would have to put allow blocks under everything and it would allow you to, yeah, it almost worked. It almost worked. What? That is not what that is. Okay. There's some issues to work out. Wow, that did nothing. What is this gonna do? That was real. That was not. Okay. So it's got a couple issues. I think I know what some of them are, though. Some of them I think we can fix tonight. Some of them might take a little longer. Also, I don't know why I'm not just holding this trident. This trident's good. I think we've earned a little bit of fun, so we'll try and finish this run anyway. crossbow. I'll have it loaded just in case, but oh, a nice healing room. Okay. Arrows of slowness are pretty good. Instant health is pretty good. Okay. I guess we'll just take slowness. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I'm bad at this. No, why are there so many? Oh, I'm so dead. Clockwork Creeper, go. My only chance to kill this guy fast enough. Oh, it worked. We live. Okay. Netherite axe? Yeah, I'll save it for after my trident breaks, because it might. Okay, loading new zone. Yeah, no damage all bosses is going to be really rough. Okay. Infernal workshop time. Okay, this one's just still broken. I picked this side. Cool. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so it's really broken still. It's the nature of it sometimes. It's getting there. Like, all the stuff that's happened, I know how to fix at least. So it's really like, I think there's like one feature missing and some other stuff. Oh, I forgot about this. I finally put a ladder up, by the way. Oh, I almost made it. I do love this room. It has a special place in my heart because it's so cool looking. I don't even know. Did it just not acknowledge me? Cool. Let me go back now. Good luck with the bug testing. Thank you. Well, doesn't look like I got good luck, but yeah, I'll take it. Swiftness. Not great, but I'll take it. We go this way. Go this way. There's a second one? No. Wait, these are really good slowness? No. I thought those were like the paralyzing ones. They're like genuinely stop people just in their tracks. Ooh, we could get oh, we're artisan too. Ooh. We could upgrade a lot of this stuff and it'd be really good. Thinking bow. Because we get flame. Anime rooms are my favorite. The game needs more of them. So the animated rooms are really fun. I think I will add more of them, but they are so hard to make. Oh no, it's this boss fight or mini boss. Oh boy. This guy's like actually boss level difficulty. I kind of made him really tough. I think I nerfed him a little bit since testing, but he's still really bad. Okay, come on up here. We're going in the piston. Oh, all the things are missing. This one's there. Yeah, we can get 100 damage right there. Is the guy that insta-killed me? Yeah, this guy's bad news. That saw blade hurts. Oh, that missed him. We're killing him the old-fashioned way. Because the thing that's meant to be able to kill him in this room isn't working. This is so stupid. How can they fix these pistons? He has so much health. Like the pistons do 100 damage, by the way. Oh. That's all my health. That's rough. How much does this mini boss have? So the thing is, you're supposed to be able to lead him under the pistons, but all the pistons were broken. I gotta fix that. Oops. Okay, we can try and fix a couple of those things tonight. I don't think we have time for another test run, but I can go fix a few things, then we can call it quits. I might be back on tomorrow for this as well. Alright, so mini boss. I might have to just take his health down. He's really cool, but like he is kind of like really hard. Let's see. I mean, why can you go there? Is that for some lore? Go where? The piston area? If you mean this area, this area is meant to be essentially where the piglins are making netherite weaponry and other stuff, which that might be for some lore, but this is like their netherite foundry pretty much. So these big pistons slam down to forge netherite. So we found that every single one of these was glitchy. Nearly. So I do think I'm gonna have to overwrite all of them again, which is fine, but you know, slightly annoying. So the issue is, I actually need one more thing under each of these. Oh, wait, crap. Yeah, we're gonna have to copy more. Not if you're trying to avoid my question, if you really don't know, get there. Wait, I'm actually unsure what you mean. Let's see. What is... How do I... Chain command blocks would fix this. Yeah. Okay. So, chain command block. Under here. Always active. This will do set, or no, this will be fill because it's 2 blocks. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. Error. Syntax is correct. Okay. So we're gonna do this. Carve out the floor real quick. Clear. So all these need to face down. And this will just mean they run into the chain command blocks. Also, this does mean we like need to do a total overwrite of everything. It's fine. It's just like a pain to go do all the stuff again. So let's clear my inventory again, and then go all the way around. There we are. So now over here, yes, see now all these are always facing down. That means when they are triggered, they will immediately trigger the chain command block underneath them. So they should now just delete themselves when you take a... Oh, wait. No, that shouldn't mess with anything. I should be able to put one more chain command block under each. Or wait. Because 1, 2, and then I need a third here. It needs to be a chain. But a chain that's not connected to anything. Or no, it's here. Wait, you have to be right there. No, that would be fine. That would work. Because once we have this put in place, this doesn't matter anymore. So we can overwrite it with one of these. Or wait, no. How do we remove the other option? This is a new issue. Because this would allow... Right now, it would allow you to take both items. I don't want that. This might have to be an issue we come back to, but I'd like to get it figured out right now. Oh, wait, no, this is really easy. I just realized we already have the two circuits separate. We can just figure that out. Which one's on which side? So I think 43, 46 is this guy. And 43, 48 is this guy. Okay. So now I know this one needs a chain command block that says, so that would be placed here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then +2. Wait, which direction was it +2? It was this way. First one. Oh wait, no. I just realized it actually needs to be fill. Okay, so that would be... Okay. My brain is about to short circuit. This is probably the last thing we do tonight. So this is actually 5. Still 2 over. So that'll destroy 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 over, and then 1. Okay, that is correct. So then this one, because it's on the opposite side, needs to do -2 of the same thing. Oh, I don't have what it fills it with here. So then I need to make the same thing, but for this one. So this one is 43, 48. So that one's this. And this one needs to go -2 on the third number, on the Z. So we do -2. We're working the problem bit by bit. And then one last one. Remove the negatives. That should work. Now, for the times we pull these in, we gotta bring in 2 extra blocks. So we no longer need that. And our lower number goes down to 73 because it's 2 lower. Let me double check that. Yes, 73. And I no longer need this because it is at the correct level, because clone always starts from the bottom corner. Well, one of the bottom corners. We do that. 3. 73. And since they're chain command blocks, they shouldn't be triggered by anything else that's going on. All right. Next up, save this structure. Let's load it over here and see how it reacts. Yeah, so it did overwrite that successfully. Is this an emerald? It goes away. Does this fix all of our issues? Yes. Yes, it does. So I think there was still one that was being cut off over here. That wouldn't stop changing. Which one? 81 should be correct on that one. Is it this one? 81. 81. 81. 81. What is wrong there? Oh, is one of these generating multiple times? Because I remember that used to be a thing that was important. No, it isn't. That's fixed. Oh wait, all of those need to be overwritten now with the new version. Yeah, it's whatever. I'll do that later. Yeah, I don't have time for that. So I'm gonna make my first bug list in a little while. All right. Number 1. Change out item randomizers for new version. 2. Add item randomizer to tall leaf parkour item in Oasis. Oh yeah, fix books. Fix books to display accurate info. Or that's actually a feature I was thinking of adding, so it's not actually a thing I need to fix. It's not a bug fix. Trying to think of what else there was that was a problem. What else has even been an issue? My mic's like falling down. Oh, here's a room that got cut. I don't even think this made it into any videos. This like underwater labyrinth room. It was so difficult. It had a 100% mortality rate on the players. So I had to cut it. It was so bad. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring something like that back. But that's why water breathing potions are in the rotation. There will be more water rooms in the future, though. They just won't be that bad. Though every water room will have at least one air pocket. I think that's everything. I think. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Mercenaries attacking each other. Is that everything? Oh, item waiting. We could do item waiting right now. So I think we should make a couple of these more common than the others. Or should we? So I was thinking potion arrow being the most common. But you know, maybe it is nice to just have them all the same. You know, we'll play around with it all the same. And if I end up just not liking it in the future, we'll change it. Yeah, there we go. You know what I really need? A big sign right here. It says Micro Roguelike. That's what I need. No, I'm not gonna worry about that. Oh, I can finally remove these. These have been how I've been measuring how many of each item is available in each zone. And we can finally just get rid of it altogether. Which is going to be absolutely wonderful. Because I don't have to think about that. They're all just in the mix now on their own. Like little fledglings. So, wow. There's more of a chance to get potions and arrows, and I think there's a higher chance to get two of them giving you no actual choice. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. One thing I mean, here's the thing. I always could go in and make it so there is an icon for every single item in the game. And have it actually show you what you're gonna get. Like exactly. I mean that might be too much of information. I don't know, it might be just too much info. I don't know, I'll just see. Because I'll tell you, that is a lot of work to add an item for every single one of those. It is so much work. So, you know, it's a possibility. Oh yeah, these rooms. I remember these. Episode 1. My little guys, my little modules, my hamster tubes. I mean, then yeah, you would know you would get a wooden axe, so you could choose the one emerald instead. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh yeah, I'd have to make an icon for every number of emeralds. It'd have to be like X35 or whatever. Because I think there's 5, 7, 10, 15, and it goes all the way up to 35 is the max. Yeah, so eventually I'd like to make it so each class runs a different map pretty much. So like, oh, these classes are always Oasis Ruins, then Infernal, and then blank. Well, this map is maybe like, oh, this one's Crystal Quarry, Infernal, and then blank. But you just know what you're getting. Or I'll make it random, so you just get different stuff every time. But there are some areas I want to make exclusive to each person. Like there's an area I'm planning for Artisan. There's one I'm planning for both Heretic and Zealot. There's one I'm thinking for Charlatan and Brigand. And there's one I'm thinking for... Actually, some of them are definitely going to share. But some of them might have special areas. Aesthetics definitely getting its own finale zone. Because I really want to make there to be like a big reward if you actually make it that far with Aesthetic. But I think that's where I'm going to wrap up the stream. That's going to be a lot of areas. Oh, yes, it is. It is going to take forever to do all this stuff. But it's in the works bit by bit. I think once all the big mechanics are done, it's going to make it a lot easier just to build and get it done. But thank you, everyone, for watching. And I'll see you guys in a future stream or video or something. Probably tomorrow, to be honest. I don't know for sure, though. But yeah. Bye, everyone. Yeah, go check out Spellcheck and link in the description if you want to go see that. That's always great. Bye, everyone.